The price is wrong.
One,
Kid can't even read.
two.
Oh, good for you.
Stop. My penis can only get so erect.
Hello, boobies.
Welcome to the CommanderSmiths.
We are the CommanderSmiths.
I'm Adam Smith.
And I'm Lowry Smith.
Don't worry.
We're cousins.
You see how that microphone just dropped?
Yeah.
This is episode, what is it? 378, and it's another, yes, we are the Secret Lair Smiths.
It's a secret.
So because of the holiday and stuff, we had more plans, but I think we got surprised with the rest of the Secret Lair, so we're just gonna kind of do.
We're just gonna stick to that.
We're just gonna do the Secret Lair. I mean, it's a super drop, so ends up being quite a bit. So Secret Lair Smiths, thank you, Tad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's all we're doing today, right? Oh, I guess we have the finals to talk about with the theme song stuff.
Okay.
Do you want to know that right now or wait till the end?
What do you mean?
I mean, do you want to reveal this right now? Where we are to get to the finals?
We could. What? No. Oh, who's going into the finals? Right?
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
want?
let's do that.
Okay, let's do that really quick. We're just gonna we're normally do this at the end, but
Let's do that.
okay. So we had the semifinals, which was my side of the bracket, which is Pokemon. Well, that's not my side. It's just mine and their left. Pokemon.
It's all yours at this point.
No, you have one in there, but Pokemon, number 8 Pokemon going against what Simpsons was number what? 4. So number 4 overall. I believe that's the second one I had up. So then we also had on the other side of the bracket, which is your last one that is up, was South Park, which was your, where is South Park? Oh, number 7 overall pick going against Fresh Prince, which was my 6th. The 6th overall pick. So if you don't know what we're talking about here, we did 64 theme songs for TV shows ever. We drafted them, and it's been weeks and weeks and weeks, and we are now down to the final 4.
Right.
I guess I should bring it over so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Let's get over there. So that being said, Larry, where do you think this all kind of...
I mean, I don't think my opinion has changed. I have not seen any of the polls, but I think this ends up being Fresh Prince versus The Simpsons.
Fresh Prince versus The Simpsons. It might be a good guess.
It doesn't matter. I'm not in it. I don't care. I don't
You
even
are.
Like this thing.
You have South Park. You think South Park?
No. I'm just saying. It didn't beat Fresh Prince. How about that? I know that for an absolute fact.
I will say this.
I guess Pokemon and Simpsons is a toss-up, but I just think that The Simpsons should win.
Yeah. But I mean, Pokemon is Pokemon. You got to catch them all, man.
Right. No, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But
I will say this, and you kind of mentioned that we talked about it after the cast. I don't think it was last week, maybe it was, but it was like the voting is very low compared to our normal voting for other things when we do our tournament. So basically what you guys are saying is stick to Magic. Don't do this other random shit. Right. Even though it was one of the most fun podcasts we did, even though you can't see it, but you can hear it. Voting is like a tenth of the amount that we normally get here. So
this is what I hear is, if we were basketball players, you'd all be saying "shut up and dribble." that is what I feel like is happening.
We just have the hardcores, the 30 or 35 we get voted. That's all we get. But I mean, I'm telling you, we normally get like 200, 300 on some of those other ones we've done. So that being said, Lowry, you are correct because Fresh Prince takes down South Park with 64% of the votes. And
I mean, Fresh Prince, that one is the only one out of all these people that have won like a musical Grammy is Will Smith.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's good at what he does.
I wasn't sure because people like, I like South Park too, but yeah, Fresh Prince is what I would have voted for. And then Simpsons did take down Pokemon. So we do have a number 4 against a number 6 for the finals. Where would you go with that? Simpsons versus Fresh Prince.
I haven't thought this far. I'm probably Fresh Prince.
I think I am too. Just the song's just good, like
right.
It's tough though.
The Simpsons is pretty darn good too.
Yeah, it's iconic.
It is iconic.
It's still going. Fresh Prince is not. But I mean, if we get only 30, 40 votes here on this, then I think it has a chance to win. But if it expands to what our normal voting is, Simpsons could get taken down here.
I agree. I just don't think it will.
So, all right. So that voting will start tomorrow, Tuesday. Or wait, no, today's Tuesday. Oh shit, we got to get the podcast up quick tonight. So I'm glad we're doing a shorter podcast here because,
Yeah, we totally planned that too. Totally planned.
So how was your Memorial Day? Did you do anything
got
fun?
some stuff done around the house. Got a little sick on Sunday, I guess.
What'd you get?
Just super tired.
Oh.
So I took a nap.
Oh.
The rest of the family went to the zoo.
That's your sick. Oh. I took a nap. That means I'm sick. Or you're old, because I used to never take naps, but now I get done eating and I'm like, I need to take a nap. I just need a 15-minute nap. I'm tired from eating right now. So
yeah,
that's a thing. Actually, I'm going to get off of that. I'm going to get away from our thing there. So yeah. So that sounds like fun.
You had a good weekend?
We were getting the cabin ready. We're actually going there again because we didn't finish everything that we wanted to. And then, hey, you inspired this. I ordered a tetherball thing to do that. So it's coming tomorrow. You got the one where it goes into the ground, right? Like yours is just like
it screws into the ground, and then
So I got one that because my in-laws have a tire. I just have been helping them out, and they had a bunch of crap to get rid of, and so they have a tire, and this one specifically is for concrete tire. Like you get a tire, you pour concrete in it, and then it sticks in there. So I ordered all of it, and so it comes tomorrow. So we're gonna have that up at the cabin because I saw you guys playing, I was like, that's an awesome idea for just a toy.
We have a ton of fun.
Do you guys
Other
play
than
it?
The 2 times I have rocked my son in the face. He doesn't, he kind of makes the rule of don't go high because obviously he's shorter, and so you're just so it's fun going back and forth and everything, but you can't go really hard, and then every once in a while he just annoys me. He reaches up and just grabs it, grabs the rope. I'm like, that doesn't count. He's like, I'm not grabbing it, and then I'm like, fine, I hit it. It goes boom. And that ends the game pretty quick. I'm like, God damn it.
Was there a lot of tears when that happened?
He's still it's not that I'm purposely smashing in his face, it's that he can't talk shit and play the game. I'm not used to that. It's okay if he's talking shit, but he's not playing the game, and so when I hit it, he is not ready, and then it just it's brutal. That's
awesome.
It's not good.
Are they doing well? This is the only thing I'm worried about is getting it, and the boys are going to be so competitive. Losing right now is tough for them. That's what we're trying to teach them is dude, you don't have to win all the time. It's fine. But I'm a little worried. How are the Lowry and Elise dealing with winning and losing on that? They don't.
It hardly. They're doing fine with the losing. They're obviously not going to win
against you.
But the games go on for a while until they wear out. It's just basically passing it back and forth at this point. And so, Elise is she's only 5, and
and Lowry
she just whatever way
giant.
it's going, she's hitting it that way.
Oh, really?
She's like, my special ability is switcheroo this way now. And then,
You don't
and
get how
so-
this game works at all.
that doesn't. All I'm doing is just have them out there and hitting the ball. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be competitive at this point.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah,
but
dude,
I hope
complete-
you guys have fun. It's been a lot of fun.
I completely forgot about that game until you
Yeah.
posted on Discord, and I was
We
like,
we
"Fuck
do
yeah."
it probably once or twice a week,
nice.
and so it's
It's
just
an
kinda
easy
like
thing
a
to
little
get
bit
out
of
there and do.
downtime
Yeah.
before or after dinner.
Yeah, that's pretty much the boys go out and shoot hoops is kind of like their 15-20 minute between stuff or jump on the trampoline. But yeah,
Yeah.
this is going to be awesome. I'm excited to get that going. So, yeah, so that's it for
Is there? Why do I have like a random memory? It's definitely like a TV show or a movie where they're just somebody's just by themselves hitting the tetherball super high. Is it like
it's
Napoleon Dynamite? Or something?
Napoleon
Is it?
Dynamite
I was
for
wondering
sure.
about that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
He's just drilling it. It's
Well,
perfect.
and he's-
perfect form.
He's not by himself because then, well, I think one of them he is, but then he's playing against what's the girl. And so then he does like the around a world. And so he like spins it. So it starts going all the way so she can't even reach it. And then I think I have to watch that again. I'm wondering, I want to show Napoleon Dynamite to the boys, but I don't know if they'll get it. Like if they think it's as funny as we did. Cause
No, probably not.
yeah. Cause the part of that that's really funny is that you knew kids that were Napoleon Dynamite in school. Like you knew kids. And so it's just like, I knew this kid. That was Frank or whatever. I'm just making up a name, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think the boys will think it's as funny because they haven't gone through like high school and stuff yet to see the different types of
Right.
people and everything.
Right.
You know?
I mean, okay. So, and like talking
Like
about
Uncle
that kind of
Rico.
thing too.
Like
Sometimes you have to be in. This is the shut up and drivel type thing that everyone's like, God, we're fucking talking movies now. Okay. So,
where's this secret lair you guys are going to talk about?
I know. Remember when you said it was going to be a short episode?
Yeah,
We're-
we're just talking now.
but years later, so like Superbad came out. Remember that?
Yeah.
And it was so funny.
I love
I
Superbad.
laughed my ass off. And that's a high school movie. I was like graduated from college and I still thought it was really, really funny. And then years later, I was like, Dad, we should watch this movie. It's so funny. And I didn't think it was funny anymore.
Oh, really?
He didn't think it was funny anymore. And I was just like,
Why did I think?
what happened to me? Is it not funny because I'm watching it with my dad? I don't know. I haven't rewatched it.
We just rewatched it like 3 months ago, and it still holds up pretty.
It was
good.
still funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so it might have just been me.
You were with your
watching
dad.
a
It's that
crude
embarrassing,
movie.
like, ugh.
Right. Maybe it's there are those times where it's embarrassing too.
Well,
Like I remember going and watching Austin Powers, the second one, with my mom,
oh,
where like they're doing all the shadow things in the tent where it looks dirty.
yeah,
And we were dying laughing and Fat Bastard talking.
Yeah.
And like she was embarrassed, I was embarrassed, but we were just
both laughing
our
together.
asses off.
Yeah,
So I don't different dynamics, but
yeah, that's funny. That's good.
it'll be. Should we move on?
Yeah, I guess let's get to it. Let's get back. Let's get to our secret layer stuff. All right, so we have a secret layer. Oh wait. Before we get to the secret layer, let's do the tags really quick. Just a really quick reminder: we do have that raffle going on. They're right over there. It is Scrubland. It is a revised Scrubland. We are up to $60. When we hit that $325, every dollar that you donate for that is one entry into getting into. So if you donate $50, your name is entered 50 times. So once we hit that 325, we will spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, that person wins the Scrubland. But also, if we hit that, or when we hit that, we will take 2 shots of Malort because this is one of our bigger ones. Keep the tags under 10 minutes, Sal. Yes, this will be really quick. Do you remember we used to do the timers of where you put a timer out and I'd have to do it really quick? We've cut out all the fat of that. Now, basically, it's just like, hey, this is how you support us.
We know what we're doing.
Yeah. So then the other ways you guys can support us is to become a patron. $1 gets you into the Discord. $5 or more starts getting you proxies like this month's proxies that are going to pop up here, which is the Last March of the Ents. You can see that's a foil one that I did there. I kind of combined a couple different arts with that. So we have those you can get each month, but that's also the best way to communicate with us. We don't do the X. We don't do the Twitter. We aren't really on Blue Sky. So really that's our Twitter, our socials is jump on the Discord there. The other way you guys can support us is just subscribe to the channel. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. You've clicked this button to watch this video, so click the button to subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button. That helps us out. And then the last thing is check out our store. Just sold another mug today for the Yeti mugs. I don't have my Yeti mug. Do you have yours on you right now? I'm drinking a White Russian, so there it is. There's the Yeti mugs. We have metal tokens on there as well. Kind of looking into hats like this one, potentially getting started here. So that's in the horizon here. So we have a lot of stuff going on. A lot of ways you guys can support us. If you need to direct message us, you can either do it on Discord if you're a part of that. If you're not, CommanderSmiths@gmail.com. Okay, we're done with that. Let's move on to a little bit of this. It's a secret. Okay, so we did half of this Secret Lair 2 weeks ago at this point. Mm-hmm. But now we got 3 others that are a part of this super drop. I don't know. There could be more, to be honest with you. It's a super drop. 6
I hope
seems...
so, and then we can make all
another
next week's episode also Secret Lair and just...
Secret Lair Smiths.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. But there's 6 of them right now, and that seems low on the super drop scale. They're normally, 7, 8 typically?
Yeah.
Yep. So who knows? Maybe we'll get a couple more before it's all said and done, or maybe the day before or whatever. But we still got 2 weeks out, or a little less than 2 weeks. What we're going to do here is we're going to go over the 3 new ones, and then we're going to touch on the other ones that we already talked about. You can watch that other video. I will link that below when this video is done. So if you wanted to get the full breakdown of it, that'll be there. But we're going to really go quick through that one. And then at the end, we're going to kind of decide which one, that if you had one of them to choose, one spec to rule them all, we're going to do that as well. So, Lowry. Oh, wait. Let me get the timing stuff because we get these questions all the time, even though it's in the details below. When we talk about breakpoint of this stuff, what it means
Nobody
is...
wants to read.
I know. What a breakpoint is. What if it's a breakpoint 2, if it's a breakpoint 3, if it's a breakpoint 4, what it's telling you is that if you bought 4 of these... if it's a breakpoint 4 of them will make it so you can get one of those free for your collection. You would have to sell those 3 to get that. So the lower the breakpoint number, the better. We will also give you the value as well. And then also I want to talk about pricing. It's typically 10 to 16 months out. That also varies. If it's a very popular drop, if it sells out really quickly, that can be a lot quicker. But another little key to you guys listening right now or watching, if you miss the drop, it isn't the end of the world. You can get these singles when they get in people's hands for a lot of times cheaper than what you can buy the drop for. So don't do FOMO. Don't go, but I have to go out and buy this and buy it for whatever price people have it. Wait till it gets in hand, because I'm going to give this example all the time because Deadpool is one of the more popular drops that we've had. It sold out in a couple hours, and you can currently, I actually haven't checked it this week, but as of 2 weeks ago when I did the checking of the prices, you could have got every single one of those cards for cheaper than what the drop was when it initially came out. So that's all I'm going to say. That was a very popular drop, so just wait. If you miss out on the drop, it's not the end of the world. All right. That being said, Lowry, why don't you bring us into the Summer Superdrop 2025? So you want me to scroll on down? When does this one come out?
What?
When does this one come out? You know that? Right there. We got it right there. June
The 9th?
There you go.
June 9th. There we go. 9 a.m. Pacific, so 11 o'clock
Our time.
Central for those who partake.
There we go. We got
I plan on being there right on time.
Yeah, three drops here, and then we will touch on the Final Fantasy stuff again at the end of this. So,
yeah. So this first one we're going to talk about is the artist series Phil Foglio. If you recognize the art, that is because he is a old-timey artist. You can see it here on the screen, everything that he's done. You know his cards. It's been a while since he's done anything of like a lot of them.
Yeah, because he did a double Masters, but that's it. But yeah,
Tempest and Ice Age are kind of the area of when he was doing his artwork for Magic. And so This is kind of a nostalgia, kind of newer age, because I do think it's different enough. Everything, he's evolved enough, but you can see the hints and everything.
Yeah.
And so
as
this
soon as
one
I
has-
saw it, I was like, I know this from our old school days of playing Magic.
Yeah.
I was like, I know this artist. So yeah.
Yeah, and so okay, cards wise, you have Goblin Bombardment, which is a card that's kind of been creeping up a little bit as time goes. You have Orcish Lumberjack, which is probably criminally underplayed when it comes to just sacrifice a land and do
Right.
Dark Ritual.
It's not worth anything, but yeah, it is kind of nice
Yeah.
to add the 3 mana by sacking. Like if you have sack synergies with land, that's pretty
Yeah.
nice there. Ooh.
Then you have Constant Mists,
Yes.
which is a great card. Fog, sack a land, and have it comes back to your hand for the buyback. That's a $20+ card, I believe.
Yep. I know no foil printings, only one printing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one's
And then you have Song of the Dryads. This'll wow, it used to be good. Turn something into a forest. Is there one more?
nope, it's only 4.
That's
so
it,
that's
just the 4 in
yep,
this
just
one.
the 4, yep.
Yeah, so tell me about this. What are you thinking?
Okay, so back with Goblin Bombardment, we don't have the full art borders. It's back. It's the old school. Actually, it is the older frames. It's not retro, but it's the older frames. It seems like. Well, they're different though, because look at we got this frame of green. They're not the same frames. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Maybe it's
the
because it's enchantment.
It has the enchantment
Frame.
that is
Okay,
newer.
there we go.
Yeah.
So Goblin Bombardment, we did just get the Monty Python Secret Lair, so that is a good comparison. I probably would take the Monty Python because that one's cow catapult, which is kind of a cool way of doing it, and it's a full art there. But we do have that, and that's a $15 to $20 card, foil, non-foil, which is kind of nice. And Goblin Bombardment, it is in 183,000 EDH rec deck, so it gets played quite a bit. Like you mentioned, Orcish Lumberjack, that's in 24,000. I'm surprised that it's in 24,000 EDH rec decks. Like, that's not worth anything because it's been printed a few times and all that, but it's still like 24,000. Doesn't that seem like a lot? Like I know you said it should get more play, but I never have seen anybody play this card.
I'll bet you this went up big time when Lord of the Rings came out and all the orcs were kind
That's
of
a fair
like
point.
being more playable.
Right. It is a tribe that we don't see a lot of, but that would have helped with Lord of the Rings stuff. And then, like you mentioned, Constant Mist. We only have one printing of that. There is no foil of that. So this is the first foil with 39,000 EDH rec decks for that one. And Song of the Dryads, 63,000 EDH rec decks, but that one's also not really worth that much. This would be the most special version of it. Sal has his next stump card. One of these. I was thinking that some of these. Oh, we should have read some of the flavor text on these.
I can't read it.
Okay. Goblin Bombardment is there's always a waiting list to. It's hard to see it there. I got to read it off the other computer. There's always a waiting list to join the Goblin Bombardiers. The retirement benefits are amazing. Orcish Lumberjack is the job. Ad said room and board. Narf Snoggle hadn't known that he'd have to make his own boards. And then Constant Mist is Wogger. You hear that? Wogger? Wogger? W-O-G-E-R? Wogger? Wogger? Whatever. Kid can't read. And then Song of the Dryads.
Fine.
Thank you.
Kid can't even read.
You're invading my forest. Make like a tree and leave. Dryad Willow
Cool.
Ship. Yeah.
I
So
like that. All right. Yeah, I mean, these are playable cards. Constant Mist reprint is going to be solid. That's kind of what you're looking for a little bit.
the value with being 4 cards is the tough part because you have 2 cards that are with Constant Mist and Goblin Bombardment that are actually worth something. Then the other 2 are cool, used, but they're only like $5 cards. So the value isn't the greatest there. When you're talking just straight up cost value, $40 for the non-foil when you take away fees and everything like that. it brings you down to only 32. Now, if you're buying this for 30, there's taxes involved. So there really isn't a break point in that. Same thing with the foil side of things. It's 55 in value before fees. And if you take out fees and shipping and all that, it brings it down to 45. So maybe that's a break point of 8 or 9, but that's way too. I just say no break point once we start getting over 5. Like that's pretty much where we're at. So really with these, it's more of like
the other thing though is, do you think the artist is going to elevate the prices with the nostalgia? Like
potentially, because they even put it in here that it's been 10 years. Where does it say that? Blah, blah, blah. Been bringing us unforgettable magic for decades. We've been collaborating with him in Secret Lair. Wait, it's over. Blah 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 blah. I thought it said, I read somewhere that it's been 10 years. They've been planning to do something for 10 years. But like I said, there is the Double Masters Chaos Warp, and that's the hey, what's up, buddy? Bill from Woodbury. So I don't know. Do you think the artist? Maybe if they would have done full art, that's my problem. Is why did they do borders here? Why didn't they just let him do the whole? I don't know why we do borders when we have Secret Lairs, but
people like borders, I guess.
I'm getting this for the collection, but I'm not necessarily going specking on this one.
Okay,
this is where I'm going on.
Understandable. I'm probably going to also pass.
Oh, I guess, yeah. Is it worth it?
Probably.
The price is
yeah,
wrong.
is it worth it? We're both saying collection. I'll probably pass.
Yeah. I think you're. Yeah, I think
that's where I'm probably.
If you want, collection wise, get spec wise, E. This might be one of those ones that just sits up there. Like we've had Secret Lair that's been sitting for 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, and it hasn't sold. Even got the low stock warning. All right, so now we get to an interesting one. I don't know if I like this style, but all right, Lai, bring us into this one.
All right, featuring Imiri Sakabashira.
Oh.
You don't know that. You don't know if I'm wrong or not. Okay. Should have been retro border.
Yeah.
See, yeah, I think
right.
I think they could have pushed it a little bit more, the last one, with just making it feel nostalgic. And I agree with you, Bill. All right, this one is going to have 4 cards in it. Yeah, you start out with Consecrated Sphinx. The next one is Resculpt. I had to look up what that card was, so I think it is kind of playable. I do remember it from Strixhaven, but no.
Yeah.
And then you have Mirage Mirror,
Woo!
and then Scion of Draco, which is pretty cool. Like, not for us, but
yeah.
And it's just those 4, right?
It's just those 4, yep. And we have the weird
It's definitely unique
border
art. I'm not sure on the language, but like the other
like the stuff up here. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what language that is. It's definitely it feels like it's Chinese, maybe
Japanese. One of the two. But the thing is like the border is huge. Like the top border, instead of like top border and bottom border we got are kind of huge. I Consecrated Sphinx, I think remove these legs that are happening here, because to me, when I first look at this picture, it looks like Consecrated Sphinx, this is his legs, and I'm like, that just seems really weird. No, it's like standing on a platform with like lizard legs. Its legs are actually up here. I think this could have been a lot cooler, but there's just there's too many legs going on with this Consecrated Sphinx. Like you said, resculpted. And
this is the 3rd reprinting of Consecrated
in
Sphinx
a
Secret Lair specifically as well.
Yeah. And Sal's saying it. Resculpt is a mistake of a card. Yeah. But that still gets played. 135,000 EDH Rec Decks, Resculpt, Consecrated Sphinx, 140. Mirage Mirror, one of my, if you're an old listener to the cast, that was one I was so hyped on for the longest time, and I tried to put it in so many decks, and then it's in 0 decks at this point. I still think it's a good card, but I don't know what's going on with that art. It's like a mix of everything. I guess that's what Mirage Mirror is doing, so that works. And then Scion of Draco is in 30,000 EDH Rec deck. So really, Consecrated Sphinx is the only thing holding this drop up. Everything else is not worth anything. But like you mentioned, there is 2 other Secret Lairs, so we have a good indication of what the price might be. But is this the best one? I
Not for me.
No. I like the charity one. Even though that one had borders, I think that one's probably my favorite. Then we just got it last year in that weird. It was in the same drop, the Brain Dead series one. So it's in a weird pixelated thing. Not pixelated, but it's a weird art, and that has borders and just whatever. So maybe I put this 2, but I don't even know if I put it there. So, but anyways, long story longer, you're looking at $33 for this in non-foil and $35 in foil if you're comparing it to the other ones, and everything else is like $5 to $10 at the most. So your value is just not there. You're at $45 or $48 in non-foils. When you take away fees, it brings you down to $35, very similar to the last drop. And then in foil, it's $60, bring it down to $45 after fees. So again, we're in the same exact boat as the one we just talked about. So that get out of here with that Team Forest Walk.
Calm down. We weren't talking to you. It's just between me and Cole at this point.
Get the fuck out. But I got to hit the button because Cole did it. And I got to hit the other one too because Tad did it. So here's Lowry for Tad.
Get the fuck out.
And this is for you, Cole.
Get the fuck out!
All right. So that being said, like, I'm probably maybe going to get it for the collection, but I don't know if I really want it for the collection. This one, I like the other one better than this one, even though this one has a higher end
Can you hit
card.
The button? Is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
No.
The price is wrong.
Yeah, I think both drops are missing one more card. I think if you put one more card that's at least mid-range, not a $5 card, maybe a $15 to $20 card in it, then I'd be more inclined to purchase or go spec on it. But just having one card that's kind of holding it up, yeah. And I don't know. The art doesn't scream to me like, hey, this is awesome. Like, but I'm not going to, I'm going to be honest. This Consecrated Sphinx, if it was by itself without all this other stuff, I think that's kind of a cool looking Consecrated Sphinx. It's just, there's just a lot going on in this picture. Kind of like freaking Mirage Mirror. It's like, what is all going on here?
There's a lot going on. And that's okay. Yeah. I mean, if you dig the art, go and get it. If you like the cards, go get it.
Just our preference.
Don't go deep on it by any means.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
Yep. All right, let's move on to the last one. Oh, and by the way, we didn't mention this before, but everything non-foils are the normal 30, foils are 40 throughout the entire drop, even on the Final Fantasy side of things. But this one, this is the one that I am most excited for besides the Final Fantasy stuff. So, Larry, take it away.
All right. The Art of Frank Frazetta, the second exhibition. So we've already had this artist before, so we have an idea of where the prices can go on some of these cards.
Because this dude's fantastic.
Okay, so you have Deadly Dispute in here, which is a great card. I use this one.
345,000 EDH rec decks. It's by far
sack a creature or an artifact, draw 2 cards, create a treasure. Like it's good.
Yeah. If you treasure, sack it, get another one. Yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
Murderous Rider, which is the adventure that destroys a card or a creature, and then 2/3 lifelink. Like that one's pretty sweet as well. I don't play it, but I do like it. You have Zulapur Cutthroat in here. This is the creature dies, 1 damage to everybody, you gain a life. Great card as well. This has a Secret Lair one.
We do have a Secret Lair, that one.
But that was a really short run. I want to say that was less than a week, maybe even a night.
I think that was also in this, maybe not the same one as the Consecrated Sphinx, but it had a border on it, and it was a shorter run on that. It was a special one.
This was the original one was in with the Zendikar. So Avenger for Zendikar.
Yes,
Landfall,
you're right.
Steal a Thing, Angel of
wasn't that Afterlife? Isn't that the right one?
Nah, the Consecrated Sphinx you're thinking
was the Afterlife. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But Aggravated Assault, paying 5 to allow you to go get extra combat steps. This is infinite card. It's a card that allows you to go infinite attack steps with any sort of mana generator and stuff like that. So great card in there.
And we did get that in a Secret Lair as well with the Warhammer. So we do have another one that a comparable one
For Zulaport?
No,
Oh,
for aggravated. Yep,
Okay.
for aggravated. And then the last one. See, this one has 5. Let's get 5 cards in it. That's good.
Yeah. Yep. Desperate Ritual, getting 3. Splice and Arcane. Great card.
Yep. I've never used it because the splicing stuff, but hey, it gets used a lot.
It doesn't have to be a splice, but we're not playing Storm. But if you're playing a Storm deck, you can definitely run this. That's not literally Storm,
Right.
because you don't need rituals in a Storm deck. You just fucking have awesome cards.
Right.
That's all you need.
And it is a modern used card too, though. I mean, that's what I was. It's more played in. I shouldn't say it's more played in modern, but more like when you look at Goldfish, it had that. The first 2 things that it gets used in most was modern, and then it went Commander. So really quick, like Lowry mentioned before, we've had Frank do his stuff before with Secret Lairs, and to give you an idea where those are sitting right now, non-foil for the first drop of not of this, but of his first Secret Lair stuff is at $185. Now that came out probably 3 years ago at this point, I'm guessing. Maybe not even that long. Maybe it was like 2.5 years ago. Its foils are at $220. Now, the Dark Ritual is going for 100 by itself, so that kind of gives you an idea.
That's pushing what's going on.
Yeah, so that's why those are going so high. I don't think this is going to get that high, but this has a lot of
but even if
highly
you
used
took
cards.
Dark Ritual out with it being at 80 and 100 something, like those are still pretty solid. Like that's Breakpoint 3 and 2.
Right.
And not saying that this is Breakpoint. It's not. It's not going to hit that almost 200 plus or minus.
No.
But these cards are used enough. They're going to be good. They're all going to be $10 to $15 cards easy.
Yeah.
Aggravated Assault is probably your peak.
You
have 2 weird potentials when it comes to Deadly Dispute and the Desperate Ritual. Just because they're highly played cards, and this is a highly liked artist.
Mm-hmm. I think there's potential.
Can see those being weirdly expensive.
I think there's potential for this to follow a similar path, but not go quite as high.
It doesn't have Dark Ritual. It doesn't have $100 card.
Right. But even I think it had one other card that was like 40 or something like that in the other one. This one, but Zulaport's a huge one. Like the fact that we have a Zulaport Secret Lair, we know that one's that's a 25 and a 30 plus dollar card in that Secret Lair, and that's a regular border. It's a cool art, but it's a regular border. It's not. This really stands out. Aggravated, we also have that. So all that being said, I think this is a great drop across the board. I think all the way down, these are going to be these are all highly used cards. I think the Murderous Rider is probably the low point for me. I love the art with it, but I never use that one. The other ones I definitely can see using. Maybe not Desperate Ritual as much, but unless I'm playing Storm, like you mentioned. Okay, all that being said, $70 for the non-foil side of things. When you take away fees, it brings you down to $54, which is a Breakpoint 3. So really what it's saying is, like you were saying, Breakpoint 3, Breakpoint 2, it's close to a Breakpoint 2. It's $6 off. I'm underestimating this. I'm going off of Secret Lairs that we've had with some of these, so it's not taking into account the artists. I'm just trying to give you what our comparisons are to what we have already seen. So I think I might be underestimating this, because then we go to the foil side of things. $96 value there. When you take away fees, there brings you down to $72. Again, we're very, very close to a Breakpoint 2, but it's a Breakpoint 3. So 3 of these pays for the other one. I think it's going to be a Breakpoint 2, to be honest with you. Okay. Passed away from... Oh, he's saying Frazetta passed away in 2022? Oh, wow.
So this is from the estate.
Wow. I actually didn't know that. Thank you, Bill from Woodbury, for getting that. I didn't even realize that. And maybe I should have read the... didn't even say it in there for his stuff, but I didn't even realize that. So maybe this even goes higher. I don't know. But I think the art is fantastic. There isn't one that I'm like, on, So I think this one's going to be one of the better ones. What are you thinking with this? Is it worth it, Lowry?
Yes. This one seems like it's worth it. It's definitely something that I'm hoping to be able to get. Like the art style seems really. I was pretty iffy on the first one, and I didn't get that one, but I ended up picking up the flashback. Target creature has another attack step type thing with feather. And I really like the artwork in person a lot more, and I wasn't familiar with his work by any means.
Neither was I. I just knew.
I do like it. And so now that I'm more familiar, I've seen it. It's really good. It's really, really good art.
Yep. So yeah, this one we both think is worth it. And I'm just reading Bill's stuff there. Yeah. Okay, so we got those three. Let's jump back. We've already done this. If you guys have seen it, we're gonna do it again. We'll do it really quick here. We're gonna talk about the Final Fantasy stuff here. So
yeah, this is the one that's gonna go nuts.
This one, I think that last one with Frank is going to sell out quick. I think this one's also going to sell out in hours. This is going to go quick. But if you really want the big detail of this drop, like I said, we'll have this linked below so you can check that out. But the long and short of it is we have you get a Gilded Lotus if you buy bundles. So when we talk about the bundles of the Final Fantasy, that's the only way you can get the Gilded Lotus. It's not going to be in anything else. But let's go over the drops really quick, Larry. Just read them really quick, and I'll just say the values.
Final Fantasy Game Over. You have
Day of Judgment. Sorry. Yeah, that's this one.
Nope.
Got it.
This is fucking amateur hour here. Okay. I still can't read it.
Okay.
What's going on? Am I having a
Day of Judgment? It's all in the small. It's in the skins.
Like
it's in the skins. Day of Judgment.
I know, it's so small. All right. You can read them.
All right. So
I'm just not going to do anything anymore.
We got Day of Judgment, Temporal Extortion. We have Toxic Deluge. We have Praetor's Grasp. And we have Star of Extinction. To give you the idea of all this stuff, value-wise was $72 for non-foil. When you take away fees and stuff, it brings you down to $59. Breakpoint 3, foil side of things, 95 minus 17, and fees and everything, so 78. So again, a breakpoint 3. So very similar to the one we just talked about. And the art is pretty nice, is all the Final Fantasy stuff. I think you'll be able to get this next one. So let's get to the next Grimoire drop for Final Fantasy. No? Yes? First one is Prismatic
Ending.
There we go.
Then you have Cyclonic Rift.
There we go.
And then you have Diam.
Yep.
And Lightning Bolt.
And
Heroic Intervention.
There we go. This one's
5 cards does feel really good.
Yes. 4 feels
like that feels good when you're buying it. When it's 3 or 4, it just
you need to have all 3 or 4 of those $20-$30 plus to make it feel like, okay, I'll buy that. This drop 101 non-foil after fees brings you down to 76. Easy breakpoint 2. Foil side of things, $132 minus fees brings you down to 101. Another breakpoint 2. I mean, it's held up by Cyclonic Rift and Heroic Intervention, but it has solid cards in there as well. I think Lightning Bolt's going to be higher than what I'm guessing or estimating. Dam is used, but Lightning Bolt, Cyclonic Rift, and Heroic Intervention are going to be huge in this one. Oh, yep. And one thing we did not mention when we did this before, and I don't think I'm going to be able to find that unless I pull up the Discord, but their bonus cards are all the 5 not endurings, the 5 elementals, the free elemental ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, really? The discarding a card and
yeah. I'll see if I'll pull up Discord while here. I'll get
that'd be crazy.
Let me see if I can pull that up. So we'll get to the last one. Why don't you read the weapons thing, and I'm gonna see if I can find the Secret Lair where it talks about that.
Staff of the Storyteller is a cool one. In the weapons, you have Blade of Selves, which is solid art. All the art is fantastic on these,
awesome.
Especially if you're a Final Fantasy fan.
Yeah.
And then you have Cloud's Buster's Sword, which is Is that Jit? That was Jit.
Yep.
And then you have Colossus Hammer.
Yep.
+10/+10. All hits. And then you also have Sword of. Is this the Proliferate one?
Yep. Truth and
Peace
Justice. Truth and Justice. Yep.
Truth and Justice.
Truth and Justice. So, okay, I did find all that other stuff, so I'll get that in a second here. Okay, so value-wise, weapons. Value, $93 in non-foil. When you take away fees, brings you down to 73, so it's another breakpoint 2. Yep, breakpoint 2 there. 120 on the foil side of things. After fees, brings you down to 96, so again, a breakpoint 2. So we have a breakpoint 2, breakpoint 2, breakpoint 2, breakpoint 2, 3 and 3 for the Final Fantasy. All great drops. We do a breakpoint 3. Those are good drops. But here's the kicker of this. Let's see if I can pull this up without showing the whole Discord stuff. So I know this is in Chinese or whatever, but we got the 5 that can be a bonus. So you have the black one, the red one, the green one, the white one, and the blue one, which is Solitude, all that fun stuff. And then the common ones are, come on, these guys, which is, oh shoot, did we write it on the Discord? Hang on.
I don't remember seeing these.
Did no one post the English versions of these? Oh, okay, there we go. Bill from Woodbury is actually going to get a little shout out here, no, that's me that did it. Or no, I did it from Bill's. That's what it was. So Bill posted on one of the channels, and then I moved it over here. So we have Endurance, we have Solitude, we have Subtlety, Fury, and Grief as the rare drops. And then the normal ones is Feed the Swarm, Silence, and Forge Anew. So all the Final Fantasy will have one of those in it. It won't have like the stupid zombie thing. But then they did the whole thing, which I love. I wish they would do this more with Final Fantasy, or not Final Fantasy, with the Secret Lairs, is have a rarity bonus drop, you know? So the really rare ones are going to be the Grief and all that stuff, but then you have 3 that are more common. So, all right. We did it. We got through this whole thing here, Lowry. Now what we have to figure out is, which one are you going to buy, Larry? We got Final Fantasy to deal with. We have the other 3. Let's hit the button.
1
Spec.
to ruling all.
You have one of these you can choose. Out of all these, Final Fantasy, the other drop with Frank in it, which one are you going to go with? What's the best value for you if you had to put all the monies in one thing and hope that you're going to make your money back?
I think it's, for me, the easy choice is the one with Cyclonic Rift and Heroic Intervention.
I think that's
the easy one. And I know you're going to go the Dark Horse, something else, but I do think Final Fantasy is going to be huge.
I think you're right with it, because one, it's Final Fantasy,
Right.
but 2, it has 2 huge dogs in it. I mean, you're talking Cyclonic Rift pace for the drop by itself. And then you add in Heroic Intervention, which we've had the Marvel Secret Lair, and those are 20 plus for non-foil and 30 plus for foil. I think that's the correct answer. Like, if you're going to go in on one of these drops, that's the right one to pick. Now,
but you can't pick what I'm picking,
I can't,
so you got to pick something else.
I can't pick
what's
what
number
you're
2
picking. I do like the Frank Frazetta one, but I really do think it's the weapons. Value-wise, you have the Sword of Truth and Justice, which is up the price of the drop, and then you have 3 other weapons with Blade of Selves, Jit, and Colossus Hammer that are probably $20 cards, $15 to $20 cards right there. So you have 4 cards, not to mention that Staff of the Storyteller is probably a $10 to $15 card right there in itself. So I think that, along with the Final Fantasy stuff, like that art of Blade of Selves is, I wish it was one of the swords, you know, like Sword of blah, 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 because I love how this art looks here. But yeah, but it kind of, yeah, so I think this is number 2. And then I think the Frank drop is, Frank
Number
Frazetta
3?
is number 3.
That's crazy to think about, because I think the Frank one has some dark horse mentality to it, to whereas like it could long term be number one.
Right. If it
But
follows similar to the other one.
Still, it's really hard to pick over something with the Cyclonic Rift or Truth and Justice.
Yeah.
Like those both are big time cards.
And I would say the weakest of the three with the first one is still a good drop. It's just I don't think I'm gonna go deep on that one. I'm focused on the three that we just talked about. I think those are the ones that are. No, I will say there. Again, the bonus. If you do get the bundle, you get that. It does. We talked about that before when we did this. Is getting the bundle worth getting a Gilded Lotus? Would you do a bundle with the Final Fantasy, the $200 of foil, non-foil of each one of those for $200? You're saving $10, and then you're getting a Gilded Lotus. Is that worth it?
No, probably not. I mean, if you're going to get them, then you're happy to get the Gilded Lotus.
Sal is that.
But
Can I pay one of you Yanks to buy one for me and ship it to me secretly? Joking, not joking. There's a tariff tax on that. I'm just kidding. Kidding.
No.
Yeah. Stick to basketball. Don't stick to your dribbling. Yeah. So okay. So overall, like, I think personally, what I'm gonna do is I might get one of the bundles. Going on foil on these is not a bad idea either. You know, like that's so the bundle is a little intriguing. That $10 off isn't really that much, but getting that little bonus there. And then I think,
how much is all three of these together as a bundle?
well, if you get it, the bundle comes with the foil and non-foil, but it's $200. So
200 for 6 of them?
for 6.
essentially?
Yep.
That ain't bad.
Yeah. And you get the bonus and you save $10. So but they have it in the Japanese and the English way of you can get $200 for the Japanese one or $200 for the English one. I'm sticking with English because I did do the Hatsune Miku ones, and the Japanese versions just don't sell like the English do. You know, and it makes sense. We're here and dealing with eBay and stuff like that. There isn't as many buyers for that. So
America just does not do well with foreign languages.
yeah.
So it's
like,
a lot tougher here to do that for sure.
for everything I'm sold out of, English sold out months and months in advance of the Japanese stuff. I still have a lot of that in stock. So what are you planning on doing? What are you going to get with all this super drop here?
I think I might get like 2 drops of Final Fantasy and maybe 1 of the Frank.
Okay.
I was talking with Alex. Might get him some because he doesn't have a computer, but that is what it is.
You got to stop spending his money on Ibukakis all over the place.
He doesn't need a computer.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, this is a short episode. We already got our stuff done. We got our tournament stuff done.
54 minutes.
We're under an hour. I don't remember the last time we went under an hour.
Well, that's because you drink too much.
Oh, and like Bill said,
true.
if you're watching, hit that like button, hit that little bell button. The bell button, actually, we haven't started promoting that yet, but if you want to know when we're live, it notifies you. I know we have a few people that have that, so they know when we're live, and that's why we get hashtag Urzas for life from Tad, because the little bell button's there, so it notifies him when we go live.
Up.
So yeah, if you want to know when we're live, if you want a chance to try to get that raffle of the Scrubland, that you only can donate when we're live. So, I mean, you can donate whenever, but that's how you get your name in that raffle there to try to win that dual lane. So let us know what you guys are planning on picking up. If you're planning on picking up all of it, Final Fantasy stuff, just the Frank Frazetta stuff. If you're picking up Foglio stuff, like we want to hear what you guys are getting and what your reasoning for what you're getting, which drops you're getting. So, yeah, this is a short one view stuff. So we'll have the Fae 5 Commanders, Fae 5 cards, and that should be rolling out on Monday. So, all right, gang, that should do it for this week. We will catch you guys next week.
Thanks for listening.
See ya.
Bye.
I love boobs. I'm talking tatas.
Did I say scrub? Yeah, scrub it. Yep,
boobs. I'm
scrub
talking
is
for hunkers.
black and white.
I love
He's asking if
boobs.
scrub
Thanks
is
for the
black and white.
memories. I love boobs.
Hey, boss, could you